So welcome to your Monday meditation with me, Alexis Taylor. We always start out with an affirmation that we're going to work with today and throughout the week. You're invited to just take it or leave it. There's a few things I wanted to just focus on a little bit. So there's like this whole thing, right, with the CERN portal opening. They've been using this machine basically to alter reality and shift timelines and things like that. So apparently they're going to be using this on the 5th of July because it's a certain planetary alignment that day. And I just want to talk a little bit about it's important right now to really tune into your natural vibration without others or like stimulants and other things like that. Whatever you need to do to tune into your own natural energy field and become centered within that. That's what we want to focus on this week, okay? Because we have 1 week, right, until the 4th of July, and this whole thing happens. So this is just as a reminder, or if you don't even know about this stuff at all, just tune back into yourself, your own baseline energy, whatever that looks like and however you get there. And what we want to do is focus where we want to be, our most optimal timeline, so to say. So if you want to see yourself thriving and in paradise and, getting along with your fellow human beings and animals and living in a very beautiful world, envision a timeline that looks like that. And we just focus on going into our mind's eye and seeing it. So if you're not so good yet at creativity and visualizing, that's something that we can work on while we're here, and making it a practice to visualize a little bit every day, even if it's just 5 minutes of just trying, getting into that is going to help you start that creative process so that you can really start manifesting and creating that reality. But we do want to embody our baseline frequency and know thyself, know our energy. How do I mute these so they don't keep coming in? Basically knowing our energy so that we can actually put our energy and our feelings that we know we feel into those desired outcomes or those timelines. And you could use this for manifesting other things. But right now, let's just focus on tuning into our own energy and visualizing our desired outcome, whatever that is. So we're going to start today with an affirmation, right? Louise Hay, she's my biggest inspiration. And it's, I heal myself on all levels. So I thought this was important because whether we're on any certain timeline, because we're all existing in all of them at once, but our consciousness is just right here, right now, where we are. I figured I heal myself on all levels is a good one, like mind, body, spirit, financially, and any other reality, just focusing and bringing in that energy and we'll do a visualization for bringing that energy here and now, and it spreading out to every other being that our consciousness resides in when we so choose it. So I heal myself on all levels. That's the affirmation for today. Feel free to write that down and keep that with you and just remind yourself that we do have these powers within us. We all have our own doctor within us, and we literally have God within us. And basically with that, we can really do anything. It's just we forgot. So our bodies are regeneration healing machines. They're so capable of what we already know and so much more. So healing means accepting all parts of ourselves, not just the parts we like, but all of us. All of us. I'll read that again. Healing means accepting all parts of ourselves, not just the parts we like, but all of us. Now, in my experience, in my opinion, I believe acceptance is the first start of healing. Like, we can't start healing if we're not even going to accept that we have the cancer, or we have a brain tumor, or we have a narcissistic relationship, or that we don't have self-respect. If we don't have the awareness of whatever it is that we're perpetuating, we're not going to be able to heal it yet, because we have to be made aware. So consciousness is just different levels of awareness. So When we're healing, it means we're accepting all those parts of ourselves, no matter what they look like. So this is a time of compassion and a time of healing. Go within and connect with the part of yourself that knows how to heal. It is possible. Know that you are in the process of healing. Discover your healing abilities, those that are strong and powerful. You are incredibly capable. Be willing to go to a new level to find abilities and capabilities that you were not aware of, so you can truly heal yourself on all possible levels. You are a spirit, and being spirit, you are free to save yourself and the world, and so it is. So again, the affirmation of today is, I heal myself on all levels. And it's about tapping into that and embracing that and rediscovering that within ourselves, because we never lost it, right? It's just not on our focus. We forgot that we have these abilities, all right? Our body is so capable. We are so powerful. Just remember that, just know that. Despite everything you've been told, some things are incurable, things like that. No. Always leave that window for miracles and hopes, no matter what. Okay. Always. All right. You create your reality by your beliefs. So if people are telling you that and you take that on, then that's your belief. And then that's what's creating your reality. And everything has been shaped upon these beliefs. So it's remembering what beliefs you took on, maybe by journaling and introspection, write them down and say, hey, is this even serving me? Do I even want to take this belief on that I may be incurable? Like, why would you want to do that? Like, why wouldn't you want to leave a little bit of a window open so that you can know that there's some space in there to come in and, wow, you're cured, right? With what I do specifically, not many people know about medical reflexology. I'm a medical reflexologist, and I've helped so many patients that were worst case scenarios that doctors said they can't get better. Like people on medications for years, nothing was working. I work on them a few days, right? Because I don't have a belief about medical reflexology yet, right? But I work on them and then they're better in days, right? These are people like that had brain surgeries multiple times that, weren't helping their headaches. They were on every painkiller that never worked. I work on them 2 days in a row. That lady never had headaches again. So she didn't have a prejudgment belief stopping her from that. So it gave a little window of opportunity to move in there so that she can heal her body. So it's about getting these beliefs in alignment and structuring them for what works for you, right? So with this whole thing about tuning into our own energy, I'm just going to focus on that today. To just feel into us, to feel into our heart center, just to feel into our neutral energy and just get back to that. If we do this practice a little bit, at least once a day, that's great, because you're going to start feeling into your own baseline energy field. Sometimes we're always caught up with stimulants and distractions. We don't even know how the heck we feel. All right. Especially if you're an empath and you're like me, you feel how everybody else feels. And sometimes you get really freaking confused of what energy is yours and what energy is mine. All right. No, that happens to me a whole heck of a lot. And that is only when I'm not doing a neutralizing, grounding into my own energy field exercise. Okay. So we're going to start that wherever you are. So just find a seat or lay down. Welcome. We're going to do a little mini meditation. It's what we do here on our Mondays. Grab an essential oil, put it on your hands and feet. I specifically like to use the Young Living essential oils. And if you ever want to order oils, you can order them through me. So I like to breathe these in and just take a moment now to center yourself. Take a break. Start coming back to your breath. Maybe you want to close your eyes. Roll your shoulders back from your ears. And just start feeling into the natural rhythm of your breath. And just taking this moment here for you. Letting go of all the things that you need to do right now or plans, and just giving yourself a few minutes just to breathe. At your own pace. Maybe you observe the pace of your breath, that rise and that fall. And maybe you just bring your attention to any sounds going on around you, to your senses, maybe the texture of what you're sitting on. Maybe you take your hands and you rub them on your legs and you feel the textures of your clothing. Give your legs a little massage or a little squeeze, get some blood flowing. Just focusing in on that breath. Maybe take your arms, squeeze your arms up and down, just feel into your body and getting some blood and circulation going, moving the lymph. Feeling just into you, your body, your presence, observing any sounds, feeling into the feelings. So now we're gonna bring our breath together. So we're gonna breathe in right here, breathing in right now. All the way up, all the way in, and exhaling out, releasing. Another one, breathing it in, filling up your chest. And exhaling out, releasing. And on these exhales, you wanna just sink deeper into where you are. Breathing in, maybe you wanna visualize that white light, that purifying energy coming into your body, and exhaling out, releasing, letting something go. Just keeping that rhythm, breathing in white light, and exhaling out, releasing. Every time on those exhales, feel free to let something go, whether it's stress or something that's been on your mind, or something you have to do, just let it go. And just circulate that rhythm of breathing in and exhaling, releasing, letting go. Just take 3 more deep breaths here, breathing in that white light and exhaling, releasing. Relaxing more and more. Breathing in white light. Exhaling, letting go. And one more big deep breath. And breathe in a little bit more. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and slowly exhale it out. Now come back just to your natural rhythm of breathing. And in your mind's eye, and tuning into your body right now, I want you to feel where your center is. So it could feel like a certain feeling of just knowing, or a vibration. Wherever that feeling is calling, don't judge it, just be it, just be with it, and tune into that. So maybe it's in your hands, maybe it's in your heart, maybe it's in your throat or your head or your feet. Where is your center today? Where is that energy calling you? And just trust wherever that is. Mine usually shows up in my heart space, right here. So you can take your hands, you could rub that area and circulate it, or you can just breathe into it. So we're going to focus and send 3 deep, refreshing breaths into our center. Breathing in and exhaling. And just visualize this in your mind, just breathing into that space. It can look however it needs to look for you. This is a practice, you get better over time. And one more big deep breath. And exhaling, releasing. And just focusing on your regular breath right now. And just tuning into that area of your body that called to you, that was showing up as your center today. This can alternate and change throughout the day or at different times or from day to day. Right now, just take a few moments of silence with yourself and listen in to your body, what it has to say, or if it has nothing to say, just being there with yourself right here, right now. During moments of silence, when I'm with myself, sometimes I like to use the Ho'oponopono and say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I say that to myself. And sometimes I'll cry or just feel really good or just release. So we'll take a few more moments, and if you wish to say this to yourself, you can put your hands on your heart and just repeat, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And say it like you mean it to yourself, like I love you, like I love you to your soul or your inner child. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And it's a repetitive process, but you can heal some deep layers, or you can focus on certain things, right? And say this about situations or past arguments or, promises we didn't keep to ourselves or others. We can come back and find our center and say that I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And when we find our center, now that we're here now, it's the only moment that exists, right? We can tap into this neutral energy center, and we can do different visualization techniques to put ourselves in that energy and our desired outcomes. So maybe you want to think of a future event that you'd really like to happen right now. See it in your mind's eye, exactly as it would be playing out. And you take yourself and you experience that moment as if it's already happening within your mind's eye. And you connect how good that would feel. How would you feel in that moment that you're creating and that you're visualizing? Maybe it's a trip to the fair with your family and you're all getting along and having such a good day and you're riding rides and you just enjoy. Or maybe you just got that job promotion and it was your boss telling you, hey, we're giving you a raise and a promotion. We know that you're doing so well and you're excelling in this company and we could use more of you. So we value you. How would that feel? Or maybe you're trying to get pregnant and you just got pregnant and you carried it through the whole way and you just gave birth to your first child or your second and you have a family. How would that make you feel? You want to envision yourself through these outcomes and then and feel how you would feel during them. We feel it now in those spaces. So we're going to take 3 deep clearing breaths in through our nose. One just to start us off. So breathing in, releasing, and 3 deep clearing breaths. So breathing all the way up into the heart space. Open it a little bit more and exhale, release. Second breath, breathing in and exhaling. And third breath all the way up. Breathe in a little bit extra too. On exhale, release. You can open your eyes. Amazing. Let your eyes open, move your hands. I heal myself on all levels. That's our affirmation for today. So if you experience that meditation, that's something that we can do to neutralize our energy, get into our base, our center, and then visualize different outcomes that we'd like to experience and feel how that would make us feel and feel it now, but then the future moment to now. So we're going to start with our little card reading. Let me know how you enjoyed that meditation in the comments. And maybe share what you visualize so we can each help each other hold that vision for you. I always like to do that for my good friends and the people that I work with. When they share their visions with me, I always visualize that for them happening because I want their success. I want them to succeed and be happy and accomplish their goals. So now time for our 3-card pull. And pick the cards that we need to hear today for our hearts and minds. What's good, Ryan? Okay. And you guys know how this works. Just use your intuition and pick a card that calls to you. And just feel like you know that that's the card or a vibration or a pull that your body just has towards one. Go with your gut, go with your first instinct. What cards do you want to give us today? I'm going to pick them this time. Okay. Okay. Why did I look at it? Okay. And these two. Okay. Here we go, everybody. So this will be on the replay. So if you're watching this, still pick a card that calls to you. All right. All right. All right. Let me have my cards here. So I'm on my laptop recording this too. So right here. All right. So here we are. Pick the card that calls to you. All right. We have card number 1. We have card number 2 and card number 3. So tune in to what card you're feeling called to. Ooh. 1, 2, or 3, and just leave it in the comments. Give you guys a moment. 1, 2, 3. Robbie, pick a card. So 1, 2, or 3. And we're just gonna get started. Ryan picks the card that I looked at, so I know what this is. All right, so here we are. This is me sometimes. So this is perspective. Okay, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Sometimes this is me when I get into my existential crisis if I smoke weed. put so many things in the infinite perspectives. And then I'm like, none of this even matters, but at the same time, everything matters. So it'd be like that. Who can relate? The perspective, none of this matters. Zoom out and find common ground. Basically, sometimes all we need to live a more harmonious life is just shift one little perspective, whatever that may be. It could be the tiniest shift, right? Like, for instance, the one that came to my head, I used to date a really toxic guy, right? That would cheat on me like multiple times, and he was a super narcissist, and I like fell for the trap, right? But at the same time, I then went to this healing center, and by the grace of God, like I went there because this shifted my life. I went to a program for like mind reprogramming, and they basically just said, Alexis, does someone that respect themselves stay in a relationship like that? And I was like, no. And I was like, oh my God, like I don't respect myself. So that was like the craziest thing, but that perspective shifted my entire life. So whatever that is, like that's been bothering you, or like sometimes we don't even know it yet and other people see it, zoom out and tune into maybe that, because there could be an answer for you that you're just not seeing, right? So zoom out and find that common ground, right? Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Yo, Robbie, we in that. I'd love to hear your story too. So take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective, shift your point of view, and zoom out. Zoom out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. This could be some ego shit going on. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. So true. This card just reminds me of like tripping, like hardcore. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. Urgently needed. Ryan, what's going on, man? We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. So true. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. And the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. How are you being called to change your perspective? Maybe write that down and journal that. How are you being called to change your perspective? Let's all work on that, guys. Like, I feel that card really deep. I just throw a pen. That's some shiz right there. How are you being called to change your perspective? That should be our journal prompt. We could all go live and like share this together. Because that's the one that I like when I accidentally looked at that card when I like was pulling them. So I was like, that's the card for me. So I feel that too. And I did like a little microdose of mushrooms last night, and that always helps shift perspectives. And quick story, I know I rant a lot, but I was just doing breath work, like 4 rounds, 5 rounds. And on the last one, I was just like looking at this palm tree like above my head. And I was like, you just are, like, you're just being, like, you just are a palm tree, right? Like, we just are. and all we need to do is just be and not try to be. Do you get it? So that was like my moment of yesterday. If for anyone that understands that, that was a good perspective. Like, we don't need to try to be anything. We already are. Just like that palm tree just was and is and always will be. We just are, was, and always will be. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. I don't even know if that makes sense sometimes. Card number 2. All right, for Robbie, card number 2. And maybe my mom, there's 2 cards here. All right, 2 and 3 left. So 2 and 3, if you want to look at it, maybe pick a card. We had number 1 is perspective. We have 2 and 3, so feel free to put it in the comments. Okay. Hey, honestly, this is the spa that my mom and I created in Pennsylvania, Holistic Wellness Center. I have an appointment today, Mom, so that's why I'm wearing this right now. Okay, so card number 2 for Robbie. We have Forge, Don't Follow. Love this. Forge, don't follow. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. That's a great journal prompt right there for anyone that got this card. Like, if you had someone, like a mentor, like when you were younger or anything, what do you wish they had? Like, what traits did they have? All right. Maybe write about that. And then those are traits that we can work on embodying in ourselves and awaken within us. So pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. All right. I pulled that card a few months ago and I had it on my wall for a while, because it's like, sometimes we're like, oh, like there's other people doing that. You know what I mean? Or maybe this idea is too outlandish or crazy. Hi, Robbie, you should come over later. Come over later. Come over later. We'll make smoothies and we'll shake in all directions of the world. So Forge, don't follow. Oh, snap. I love juicy ladies. The best, the best. All right. So if you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path. Bruh. So forge that path. All right. And you'll likely not even take the first step. If you need to push, you just come to my house. I'll push you. All right. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. That's one of my hidden talents. I fake it till I make it. Like, I have no idea what the I'm doing, but I trust like me, right? It's a practice of trusting yourself, but I trust me and I'm just gonna like do it and like make it look really good because it's a skill I've acquired by just fucking jumping in the lion's den. Okay, you can do it too. You just gotta let go and let God. Literally. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves, right? Let's just say this, right? My friend needed a DJ for a fucking party. I was like, all right, I'm your DJ. I've done it like once, like, because my friend let me DJ his like mansion party. He's like, here, Alexis, this is what you do. And people said I was good. All right. I went and bought a whole like DJ board and everything just to perform at his entire like beach event, right? With a stage and speakers and everything. I was the one that did everything. I did not know what the heck I was doing, but I made it. I made it work and it did work. Boom. Now I can DJ random ass parties if I really need to. Just jump in, just take the opportunity. Like another story real quick for anyone forging the path. Very, very weird story, but like not that weird. My mom, when she raised me, right? I was getting my first job waitressing or something at like 16, 17. And they're like, does she have experience? My mom's like, you tell them you have experience. I have never served a day in my life. I have no idea what the heck I'm doing or how to carry a tray and whatever. Oh yeah, of course I do. Boom, got the job. They're running the whole freaking restaurant. All right, like #1 server. Fake it till you make it, baby. just take the opportunities and do something with it. Make something with it. Forge, don't follow. You just fucking create it. All right. You don't let people limit you. You just create and do your thing. So go and do that. All right. That is your fucking sign. This card is for leaders. All right. You're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before, to go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all those who also feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look at those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who will follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. Shake it till you make it. Shake it till you make it, Robbie. That's the new freaking vibe. Okay. How are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish you had? Yes, Robbie, freaking message me. Freaking message me. Maybe we could talk about our self-respect stories on live. How I started to respect myself again. Freaking A. Sometimes I talk in accents, sometimes I don't. All right, and this is for everybody on card 3, whoever is on here. Card number 3. Dun, 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 dun. Deep cellular healing. Deep cellular healing, right? And our affirmation of today was, whew, I heal myself on all levels. Deep cellular healing, right? We got to go deep, right? Clear out those blockages, not only in our physical body, but of our mind, shifting with our perspective, okay? Knowing that our body is capable, we can change those thoughts to create a better quality life. So forge, don't follow. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Physical and emotional healing. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it is possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to the ever essence of vitality, to find calmness and contentness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. Beautiful. Here's a little activation for anyone that pulled this card. Repeat this to yourself or just listen and send this energy to your heart right now. I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. Feel free to write that down and repeat that for yourself. Repetition and staying consistent with any of your practices is going to help you so much. All right, so we did a whole neutralizing practice and a visualization of where we want to be in our life. So continue to focus on that. Know that your body has the powers to regenerate, the power to heal itself. All right. Maybe we just need a little perspective shift. And maybe we need to forge the path that not many other people walk, and just believe it. Believe in yourself that you can do it. All right. This whole reading today is believing that we can heal on a deeper level. And that's where I really think we need to come right now. So whatever is going on in your world, in your life, give it to God, give it to the universe, write it down, write the things that are troubling you and meditate on it. Give yourself a little different perspective shift. Talk to some people that you don't normally talk to, of like-minded individuals. Maybe talk to a therapist that's on a one that you feel called to. All right. So that is our reading for today. We will be coming to a close. I love you all, and I send you infinite love and blessings and miracles, and may they find you wherever you are today. Namaste.